Peace, everybody. Welcome back to Mass Adoption. I am your host, the Kryptokhemist, and it is my job to make all of the complexities of blockchain technology, NFTs, cryptocurrency, poof, disappear. So I had to give myself that round of applause because that's exactly what I've been doing for people, and I'm very happy about it. They're very happy about it. So let's get some more of it and get right into it. All right, so today's topic is motivated by a question that I get a lot of. I've had some friends ask me recently, hey, which cryptocurrencies other than Bitcoin should I be, long-term holding to see some significant profit from over the next few months, years, whatever the case may be, like we've seen with Bitcoin. One of the big questions that I get is, what about Ethereum? There are a lot of projects being built on top of the Ethereum blockchain, a lot of development. Ethereum basically runs the NFT space right now, even though other blockchains have released their own projects. OpenSea is mainly ran by these projects that are built on top of the Ethereum blockchain. So a lot of people have a lot of questions about whether or not Ethereum is a great long-term investment, if it's anti-inflationary or deflationary, whatever you'd like to call it, and if it's something that they should really be looking into. So the question is, for me at least, is Ethereum really scalable? Okay, or how scalable is Ethereum really? That's a great question, right? So when we look for scalability, and if you don't know what scalability is, that's fine. It's a technical term that is meant to be way too difficult, and if you ask me. But scalability basically means, can this project grow? All right, when you think about a scale, typically when people get on the scale, they want to lose weight, right? So they think about things going downward, right? But in the sense of technology and projects and capacity, scalability means, can this thing grow? So with Ethereum, or with any blockchain for that matter, what we are looking at is something called transactions per second, or TPS. And basically what this is how quickly, right, can this blockchain process a transaction? So you think about a blockchain, it is essentially a database where transactions, or the results of transactions, if you will, are recorded, right? Things are loaded onto this database or into this database. Transactions occur using the items within this database, and we want to know how quickly, if I purchase something or I send something using this blockchain, how quickly is that transaction going to be processed? How many transactions per second can be pushed through this blockchain, whether it's a proof of work, proof of stake, whatever kind of blockchain there is out there. We would like to know how quickly our transactions are going to be processed on this blockchain. So what I'd like to do is firstly take a little bit of a comparison. There are a lot of blockchains out here competing with Ethereum and doing quite well as far as transactions per second, or their transaction processing time, what they offer, the utility in their tokens, or if they have NFTs, the utility in their NFTs, and the ability for others to come onto their blockchain and build other projects on top of their blockchain. I mean, a lot of these blockchains are actually out there looking for people, and in some cases paying people to build on top of their blockchain. So this makes these different blockchains very competitive when it comes to the big brother, if you will, of the DeFi and NFT space, Ethereum. So let's do a quick comparison. Paying people to build on top of their blockchain. So this makes these different blockchains very competitive when it comes to the big brother, if you will, of the DeFi and NFT space, Ethereum. So let's do a quick comparison. All right, so Solana is a very popular blockchain. They have sort of a different system as far as staking goes, as far as their mining goes, and their processing of transactions. I'm not going to get into that just for the ease of understanding this first example, but I want us to look at Solana's transactions per second, or their TPS. So that is a 1200. All right, that is a 1200. Now, in comparison, and I probably should have started with this, in comparison, Ethereum processes 15 transactions per second. Okay, Solana processes 1,200 transactions per second, and Ethereum only 15 transactions per second. So as you can see, there are very valid questions about its scalability. Okay, especially as more and more decentralized applications, which we call dApps, are built on this network. We want that number of transactions to increase. Okay, but as the number of transactions increase on the Ethereum blockchain, so do the gas fees. And as we have seen, you know, during peak hours, those gas fees can be 2 times as much as whatever it is that we're purchasing. So say we want to buy an NFT for, you know, $1,500. Sometimes those gas fees can be, you know, up there. I won't say 2 times, but it can be at least half of whatever the price is or the face value is of what we're purchasing. But we have seen in some rare occasions that gas fee being double what it is that we're paying. Okay, so 15 transactions per second with Ethereum and 1,200 transactions per second with Solana. Now, another one of my favorite blockchains, right, is the Polygon/Matic blockchain. If you don't know much about Polygon/Matic, I believe they started as Matic. They had some sort of changes going on with their team and their DAO, so they changed to Polygon, but now they're pretty much known as Polygon-Matic so that they don't confuse anyone, all right? But Polygon/Matic's blockchain is known to process 7,000, a whopping 7,000, or they say 7,200 on average, transactions per second. Again, in comparison to this 15 transactions per second that Ethereum offers. All right, that's a no-brainer, right? But Ethereum is obviously the more popular and the granddaddy of the NFT and decentralized finance space. Okay, and then one of my personal favorites, just because I love the sharding techniques that they use for their transaction processing and all of that. But this is one of my personal favorites, the Harmony blockchain. Their coin is one. The Harmony blockchain is capable of processing anywhere around 10,000 transactions per second on average. Okay, so we went from about 15. Right? And if we have to scale on the Ethereum blockchain, it's going to cost you way more money. Okay. And then we went to about 1,200 transactions per second with Solana. And I think that's debatable because Solana is, don't get it twisted. Even though it's lower than Matic and Harmony, as far as TPS, Solana is a very solid network. Okay. A very solid network, and they're doing things a lot differently than others. All right. And I'll probably do a video on Solana and how they're working, but check them out. So it's a great project. All right, but that's 1,200 transactions per second in comparison to 15. All right, so if I'm processing a transaction on the Ethereum blockchain and you're processing a transaction on the Solana blockchain about the same size, yours is going to get done in seconds in comparison to mine getting done in minutes. All right, moments, minutes, whatever you want to call it. Tomato, it's going to be slower over here. Okay, so that's the biggest thing that I want you to understand. If you're trying to process a transaction on one of these slower blockchains or on a slower blockchain like Ethereum, it's going to take a lot longer than, say, on the Solana blockchain, on the Polygon-Matic blockchain, and definitely it's going to take a lot longer than on the Harmony or One blockchain. Okay, so that is the question. That's what I have for you. I would like for you to interact with me. Okay, I want to know, how scalable do you think the Ethereum blockchain is? Really, there are obviously some other very fast TPS having blockchains out there. I just wanted to cover 3 just to keep the video kind of short and to give you a reference point to understand how important TPS is when you're purchasing coins or you're investing in NFTs on these blockchains. I want you to understand that even though Ethereum is the big boy now and it's very popular, these other blockchains are right on its heels, and you want to be early into projects that are on top of these that are built on top of these other blockchains. All right, so this message that I'm about to bring to you is brought to you by Infinite Digital Management. Now, Infinite Digital Management is an NFT management and creation company. They manage different projects, including a very popular project that is going on right now with celebrity tattoo artist celebrity tattoo artist turned shoe customizer Thom Bulman. He was on seasons 1 and 9 of Ink Masters, and also has gotten the attention recently of Jason Reitman, the director of Ghostbusters Afterlife, for his customization of a pair of Nike Air Max 90s themed after the movie Ghostbusters Afterlife, all right? His sneakers were actually also featured recently on ESPN when Andrew Lopez, ESPN announcer, was seen in his background. The sneakers were seen in his background, and we'll show you those right here. Okay, so this project is really huge. He is going to be releasing 510 NFTs. The top 10 NFTs are going to be the most rare, the super rare type of NFTs. They're going to be slated as the hype beast NFTs. And for those top 10, no more are going to be made of those NFTs. The top 10 buyers of those 10 will be able to get a physical pair of the actual sneakers, the Air Max 1990s, entitled I Ain't Scared of No Soul, all right? So those first 10 buyers will get the physical copies of those sneakers signed by Thom Bulman, all right? And then there's another level. These are the connoisseur level, and just think of these as the more rare ones. There's going to be 150 of these, and obviously they'll be a lot cheaper than the top 10 because, you know, rarity, right? Scarcity makes things more valuable, but there's going to be only 150 of these, and they will come with a special surprise box of Bulman Airs, which is his brand, loot that he's going to put into a box for you and send directly to the address that you give him. And then finally, there are going to be 350 NFTs that are, you know, they don't come with anything physical, but these are going to be resellable on the secondary market. So definitely something you want to check out. We have an article right here from community leader Brianna L. Fuller, who specializes in social media management and building communities for these NFT projects. So if you are interested in an NFT project being built for you, I'm going to leave the link down in the description. Please check her out. Check out Infinite Digital Management. This is their project that they are running. Definitely need to get into that. If you don't get the top 10, at least get, you know, the lower tiered ones, because this is blowing up right before your eyes, all right? Now, to all my Call of Duty fans out there, those of you who love the zombies mode, right? And the different waves of zombies that come out and try and kill you, the longer you survive, the more you level up, the better weapons you get, yada yada. How would you feel about getting paid? That's right, paid in cryptocurrency to do that very same thing, and to be able to buy NFTs as weapons. And the more that you play the game, the better the NFTs become, the better the weapons become, and the more valuable the NFTs become. How would you feel about that? All right, great, right? So this is a very early project that is going to be very easy and very cheap to get into for now, okay, for the gamers in your life. If your children are gamers and you're tired of spending money on their games, this is also going to be brought to you by Infinite Digital Management, who has a Get Paid to Game course that they teach to adults and children alike about how to get paid in cryptocurrency to play games. So I would like to tell you all about this new and groundbreaking project. It is the first of its kind, the first-person shooter in the NFT space that is built on top of the blockchain. So let's get right into it. So this game is called Undead Blocks, and again, is the first FPS or first-person shooter game in the metaverse. And NFTs are weapons that you can upgrade and earn their native token, which is called Z-Bucks. It's also important to note that these upgrades stay with the NFTs, so you can sell these NFTs on the secondary market after you've upgraded them at a higher price than what you paid for them. That is what we call a profit in the investing space. All right, so you get dropped into these maps, and there's various players in these maps, and they have various weapon levels. So that's why it's very important to get the highest upgrades that you can for your weapons, so you can have the highest chance of kicking ASS in these maps. They also give you perk NFTs, so this is similar to being able to upgrade your characters on regular games. But these perk NFTs give your characters different abilities, like the ability to run faster, take less damage, give more damage, and survive longer during these different waves of zombies. So the longer you survive, the more important, because the more money that can be made, all right? And also they have skins that you can customize for your character and weapon. Now, remember I told you earlier that the longer that you stay in these games, the more money you can make, right? Well, they have a version or a gameplay called the King of the Hill gameplay. Now, usually people can come in with 3 friends. So one player and 3 friends can come into these different rooms and fight and kill zombies and get paid, right? But during the King of the Hill version, or within the King of the Hill gameplay, it's actually every man for himself or herself, him or herself, okay? And what happens is the last person standing, the very last person standing, gets 70% of the pot that has been collected from all of the gameplay, okay? But that's not all. Second place gets 20% of that pot, and third place gets 10%, all right? So they're all sharing these Z-Bucks, which again can be used to upgrade your weapons. The more Z-Bucks you have, the greater ability you have to upgrade your weapons, to buy more perk NFTs and give yourself or your character more abilities, or your avatar more abilities, even change the skin of your gun. I mean, it's really dope. This is everything that Call of Duty is, except for you're getting paid for it. Okay, and also in the description of this video, I'm going to give you the link to the Discord server for Undead Blocks and a YouTube video that goes into greater detail about how the game is played and how much money you can make in this game. So for more videos like this, I would like for you to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button down in the bottom. Make sure that you like. Make sure that you comment. Let me know, hey, this is what I'm looking at. This is what I'm interested in learning. Can you do a video on this? I have no problem with giving you guys a quick video on whatever it is that you're interested in investing in. All right, I don't want you to do this alone. I don't want it to be too complex or complicated for you. So definitely hit me up if you have questions. You can also email me at support@planetkrypton.io, and you can check out my website at www.planetkrypton.io. All right, if you have a problem with that, there's something wrong with the DNS or whatever, just use https:// before the www. All right, that's simple. So until next time, as I always say, everybody, you are divine. It is your time. That's not just something that I say that rhymes. I truly believe, know, and understand that. So I'll see you guys next week. Peace.